Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Dually Days. Yay!
That's right, we're in the truck and we're heading to Texas. Yeehaw!
Woohoo! Were we just there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were there, but we're not in Indiana anymore.
That's true.
That's process and progress.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a year. What we want to talk about today is how we've been rally hopping.
Yeah, I'm sure some of you have never been to a rally and you're probably like, what's the big deal? Let us walk you through what our travels have been like this year. When did we start?
We started traveling, beginning of the year, but for the rallies, we started the first week of March. So we've been rally hopping with our Alliance RV manufacturer rallies. They've had 2 regional rallies, one in Florida, one in Texas, and the national rally up in Indiana, which we just left.
Yep. And we started down in Florida, which is actually really close to where our home base is, which was cool. We got to see our daughter.
Yeah. So it was 22 miles from our home base, and it was at Camp Margaritaville, Auburndale, which is gorgeous. One of our favorite resorts for sure.
The only bad thing about Margaritaville is having to break out your wallet.
Oh, ouch. Yes.
It's awesome. The facility is incredible. It's gorgeous. And we've
yeah.
got a video on that. Shocker.
Yeah, so I'll link the video down below, but it's a gorgeous place. And we'll do an updated video later because we are going to spend some time there in the new year at 3 other rallies.
There's kind of a trend here. We like going to rallies. Let's talk about why. What's the big deal? Why do we go to rallies?
The biggest thing is RV community.
Yes.
Yeah, and not everyone owns an Alliance RV that attends these rallies, even though they may be an Alliance themed rally.
Yeah, and some people don't have RVs, period, because we've had people stay at the cabins and they say, "Oh, I'm here to see what each manufacturer has to offer." So they use it as a research opportunity.
Yeah, or they stay because their loved ones are there at the rally and they want to stay at the resort too, so they'll stay in a cabin.
Yeah, absolutely. Florida, of course, in March is a wonderful place to be. The humidity's great. It's not too terrible. The temperature's beautiful. It's awesome. And like Martha said, for us, the biggest thing is the community. And it's kind of our kickoff point for our year. Once we're done with Margaritaville, then we got to go to hit some states we'd never been to.
Yeah.
We've never been to Mississippi, Louisiana. We hadn't been through Alabama. Check.
Well, fact check. We've never stayed in them in our RV.
That's true. Martha's from the South.
Well, Alaska and Southern Georgia area. So I've road trip quite a bit growing up, but these are our first time staying in some of these states in our RV, so that's the adventure there.
And the cool part is everywhere you go from rally to rally, like we went from the Florida rally over to Texas to go to the Alliance rally in Kerrville. Well, of course, we got there early because the pre-rally is where it's at.
Absolutely, and we got to mooch dock at some of our friends' house for 9 days, and we had so much fun.
Yes, we did. We had a blast. And, we joke about the pre-rally, but that if you do get to the rallies early, it gives you an opportunity to meet the people that are going to be at the rally, because a lot of times people will show up a few days early. So you can kind of form that friendship with them ahead of time. So when the rally's going on and it's stupid chaos and it's super hectic, you already know your people, per se.
Well, and aside from that, it helps, you get your stuff all set up, get your rig all settled in, and get the layout of the land, of the resorts, figure out some stuff to do, and then, connect with others.
Yeah, and we went, our next stop was, like I said, Kerrville, and it was Buckhorn Lake Resort. Is that correct?
I think it's Buckhorn Lake RV Resort.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was a really, really nice facility. And again, if you haven't been there, it's in the hill country of Texas, and it was a blast. We had a great time. And I'll tell you one thing, Texas didn't disappoint.
They did not.
That food. Talk about that barbecue.
Yes. Briskets and...
That is some of the hardest working people. Some of the allies, or the Alliance owners, got up at 3 o'clock in the morning to smoke brisket all day to do a feast for the entire group. They cooked non-stop. I think that's all they did for the rally, was just barbecue.
3 words. God bless them, because the food was amazing.
Let's put it this way. I'll give you an idea. The briskets were so stinking good that during the silent auction, they sold a brisket.
Yeah.
And it was a great fundraiser for a family that was in need, and the brisket was excellent from what we heard because we know who won it. They
Yes.
said it was amazing, so it gives you an idea. You don't go to the rallies just for the food, but boy, oh boy, that's a bonus.
Yeah, the connections that we have with our fellow allies and other RV community folks, it's amazing. We've learned so much from them. This is why we like to go to the rallies, connect with everybody. You know, you learn how to do other things. Maybe you can teach someone something. It's just...
Well, the Texas rally was a little special because Todd Hansen, I believe his last name is, from the NRVTA, came to the Texas rally, and we went to his solar class. He took a consolidated 1-hour solar class, which for me really solidified I want to go to that school, which is literally what we're driving to right now.
Yeah, surprise! Chris is going to the NRVTA solar class.
Yeah. So that's one of the benefits of going rally hopping is you get to learn from industry professionals. Moride was at the Florida one. They were telling us all about all the cool stuff they have. Well, you saw how that worked out. They got a hold of us.
Yeah, they did.
We all Moride out now.
Yeah, and at the National Rally in Indiana, we got to see Moride again and take another plant tour. We took a plant tour last summer during the National Rally, and we went ahead again this year. And even though it may seem like the same, they have new components and new things in their showroom. That's really fascinating to see, and how inventive folks are with creating RV products to help enhance our life.
Yeah, it's been cool, and that's how we learn so much is just by talking to the industry professionals, talking to the other RVers that have been doing this forever. You know, I mean, Martha and I have been RVing basically 10 years, not to the extent we're doing right now. We used to do a lot of boondocking and rent it through the Air Force. So we have some good experience, and we have a pretty good idea what we're doing, but we also are very well aware that we don't know everything. So every time we go somewhere, we try to meet people that know more than we do, that can teach us something, and we get to be in community with them and form great relationships.
So funny thing happened when I went to my computer to go edit this video.
Not so funny, y'all. Not so funny.
About 7 minutes and some change into it, audio died.
Yep. And we know better than to play a bunch of music and put that video out for you. So we're going to finish this conversation about our travel schedule for this year and kind of why we've chose to go rally hopping. There's long-term RVers that have amazing knowledge and things that you just can't get unless you sit down and take time to have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah, and the cool part too is the new RVers, you know, they're really excited and they're soaking up all this knowledge as well. And so sometimes we're able to give back that way.
Yeah, I mean, when we started RVing, there wasn't YouTube. So, you know, we're a little bit OG in this, and we want to spread the wealth as much as we can and learn as we go. The cool part is at these rallies, the owners come together to help each other out, regardless of what brand you have. So if somebody has a problem, you need something worked on, the cool thing is there's somebody there that probably has the knowledge you need to fix whatever. So getting out and making those friends and having that relationship really helps you quite a bit.
Yeah, and we made a video last year after the first rally we attended, which was the Alliance National Rally. And I'm going to share that video because we had some great tips in there that we followed.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. Nothing's really changed between last year and this year as far as our advice goes. The only difference I would say is for us, we needed to do a better job of managing our time. It was a full freaking sprint during the rally, and we didn't get to see or hang out with as many people as we really wanted to.
So this rally, what was different between last rally and this rally, this one was a lot bigger, so they actually moved it to the Elkhart Fairgrounds in Goshen. But also, we volunteered a lot of our time. So for 3 days prior to the National Rally, we volunteered for parking crew. That was a blast, but we put in some 10, 11-hour days. Yeah, so we didn't get a chance to really hang out. By the end of the day, we were exhausted and wanted to get back and relax. And for each day of the National Rally, Chris and I, we were on part of the panels, social media, boondocking. It was a lot of fun. We didn't mind, but... Yeah, it was actually a blast because as much as we got to give back and help and volunteer, we also got to learn. And, you know, we went to the panels that we were on, the social media panel. We were on there with some really big names and some people that are extremely more knowledgeable than we are. So as a newer channel, we have a little bit that we could share, but we also get to learn. So that was a lot of fun. And what's nice is that all the YouTubers that were on the social media panel that was asked to be on there like us, they all contributed differently because their channels are each different, even though it involves the word RV. So we had Matt from Matt's RV Review. If you don't know him, you're missing out.
Right. He's a hoot.
Yeah, so he's kind of the reason why we fell in love with Alliance.
Yep.
So we had Tony from the NRVTA.
We had Wayward Wags, so Dustin and Leslie.
Yeah, and us.
And there was a bunch of other channels there, too.
And there's quite a few other Alliance RV YouTubers out there.
And Instagrammers. There's a lot of people that do Instagram as well. And so it's the networking aspect can't be undersold. You know, it's nice to know people, meet people in the industry, and learn what we can from each other so that we can produce better content for you.
So far it's been a busy year. Florida Regional Rally, Texas Regional Rally, the National Rally in Elkhart, Indiana, and now Chris and I are currently at Athens, Texas at the NRVTA, where he is attending the solar class this week.
So for those who don't know, it's National RV Training Academy. I'm down here learning how to be a solar installer because I really want to know. Power is knowledge.
Yep.
Or knowledge is power. I jacked that up.
I didn't want to correct him, but I was just going with it.
I bet this ends up on the channel. Knowledge is power.
And why are we learning solar, Chris?
Well, because I love Harvest Hosts and Boondockers Welcome, and it's really hard when you can't run a generator at night and you got no AC.
So does that mean we're getting solar?
Shh. Some things are secret, lady.
All in due time, everyone. All in due time.
So we've got a pretty busy schedule this fall. Martha said we're going to be back at the National RV Training Academy.
Yeah, so right now I'm taking their RV Tech course online because I want to learn a lot. I wanted to go to fundamentals, but it's not in our schedule until the fall. Yep. So I want to learn to teach this guy a few tricks.
So in October, we're going to be coming back down here for both of us to attend the fundamentals, and God willing, we'll be registered techs as soon as we're done.
I know, I'm really excited about that. I've been wanting to learn this for a while, and when they came out with the home course, I told Chris I want it.
It's an inexpensive way to learn a ton about your RV, and the class has been really good, so it's been great. If you haven't looked at that, please do. It's well worth it, and I'm sure Martha will link it down below.
I'll link it down below. I got you guys.
So, ultimately, what's the takeaway from this?
Go to rallies, have fun, meet people, involve yourselves in the RV community. It's a wealth of knowledge and make lifelong friends.
Absolutely. My God, what we've learned in the first year of traveling has been, priceless. And the people we've met, we will literally have lifelong friends. So get involved in the RV community as quickly as you can, however you can, and then find a group that fits well for you. It could be military, it could be escapees, it could be single folks, it could be just, manufacturer-based rallies. Whatever makes you happy, go for it. Do it. It's about having a good time.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We appreciate it. Normally, like I said, we would have this all in our dually, but the wire went bad on us. So. Well,
poo happens, y'all. Thank you for watching. Smash that like button, give us that thumbs up, and most importantly, please subscribe. It means the world to us, and that's how we are able to continue making content and meeting you all out on the road.
Yeah. So have a wonderful day, and as always, enjoy every moment.